This one, we have a divorce. Do we have a trial set for this one? Divorce? Hmm? In March? That's gotta be, what's, no, it's gotta be from something else. All right, Balle versus Balle, case D083928854D. Counsel, state your appearance, please.
Andrew Taylor for Mr. Balle, who is present.
I'm sorry?
The judge asked who's present.
No, I just asked you to state your appearance. We know that the parties are here. We have a return hearing set in March for mediation. Are the parties going through private mediation, or?
We're having an evaluation done, a professional evaluation, Judge. If we get them, so we can put out the
We can make that change. All right. So, Mr. Taylor, your client pays
$6,700.
$1,153 for health insurance. Who does that cover?
Everyone, the whole family.
The whole family, Judge.
And $1,206 a month for life insurance?
Yeah.
What kind of life insurance is that?
It's like a $2 million policy. I think it's a term or a universal life.
I'd quit paying it if it was universal, but that's just me.
I know, I'm thinking about it. I actually have a second
Who's
policy.
got the $846 a month car payment?
I do.
Both parties do.
No, I do. I do. I do.
Both cars, right?
No.
Just the one?
Yeah, and hers is $785.
And then $433 a month for two cars
Yeah,
for insurance?
yeah.
Or
It's
accidents or?
No, it's a 100, 300 with $1 million umbrella,
Okay.
full coverage.
And ma'am, do you have an income that's independent of your husband?
No, I do not. And actually, Judge, are you looking at his affidavit that was filed on August 7th?
All right. Now, Mr. Taylor, your client, the house that was the marital residence has been foreclosed,
That's correct, Judge.
so there's no payment being made on that home, correct?
Correct.
And mom he's no longer paying any rent or more house payment for her? You pay that out of the money, out of the funds that you're provided for child support and temporary spousal, correct?
Correct, it'd be $2,100 a month.
And she makes the allegation that he's only paid a couple of months of the children's private or private schooling and so forth, and she's been paying the rest of that out of the monies that she's been provided. Is that correct, counsel?
It is, Judge.
And for the record, that's $3,000 in child support, and then
No, 3720 child support.
$37.20 in child support, $3,000 in alimony.
did your client file an updated affidavit of financial conditions or
We haven't, Judge.
disclosure?
We have a year earlier and a year more recent tax returns, but it doesn't change anything.
Well, his expenses would have changed. I believe would have changed at least to the extent, under the last time he filed, I believe he was still making the payment on the marital residence and claiming the children's schooling.
That's true.
So I mean, my problem is I understand what he's telling me is he's got a lot of expenses that he thinks that I didn't take into account, but I kind of need to see the financial disclosure form so that I can make a determination as to what's the appropriate amount.
Okay.
Under the current payments, if mom's paying what are your expenses, ma'am, that you're paying?
I am paying $2,100 in rent now for the house. I'm paying the $850.
Now, this is for a different house, or are you paying this?
This is a rental house, yes.
Okay.
We had to,
All right, that's fine.
okay. I'm paying the $855 for the children's schooling,
And that's a monthly?
yes.
He has 2 kids in private school.
I'm paying right now the $785 a month for the Suburban, which I'm wanting to get rid of and get a more affordable payment.
Well,
All the utilities, food,
okay.
and if I can say something, please, Your Honor. On his affidavit that you are looking at just now, he swore and signed that he was paying the $7,800 in mortgage on August 7th, but yes,
Okay,
you can see by the
ma'am,
exhibit,
ma'am, listen, look,
it wasn't.
fine.
Those are my
Look,
expenses.
We just can't believe anything he's telling the court.
ma'am, first of all, I'm not going to modify the visitation schedule until we come back from the evaluation. If the parties can agree to modify the visitation schedule, go right ahead. If you still owe money on the Suburban, there is no title. Okay? You don't get title until the vehicle's been paid for.
Correct, I wanted to.
Title and a car payment are mutually exclusive.
But I wanted to trade it in and.
He
pay-
can't give you a title. You asked me to have him give you the title. There is no title to give you.
Can he sign it off to trade it in?
The thing is, Your Honor, the trade-in doesn't help her get another
Well,
car.
maybe it does. Maybe it does.
Well, she
I
already
don't
told
know.
me it
I don't know.
doesn't.
The bottom line is, ma'am, you got to go out and you got to find out what you can do, and then you can contact Mr. Taylor.
What
and- and-
oh, okay.
If they refuse to cooperate, then you can file the appropriate motion. If she finds some way to trade the Suburban in and walk off with a Kia or something that has a much lower payment, even though she's paying them basically to take the Suburban off her hand, people do that regularly.
Right. Well, the only thing I was.
So listen,
No.
just stop,
I
okay?
want the Suburban for the kids because I can get rid of my car. That's why.
Then work it out.
That's what I was trying to do, but she's like not letting me do that.
All right.
She only wants me to sign the car off to her.
No, Your Honor, I just.
Stop!
wanted to make sure-
Stop! None of this is in the papers, and I'm not gonna sit here and mediate your divorce dispute. I don't have the time. There's plenty of places out there you can go and find a mediator. I'll give you both a card for former Judge Gaston. As for the attorney's fees, there was a judgment ordered, and that judgment can be collected by any lawful means. So, at this point in time, the court is going to deny the motion to reconsider without prejudice. The court is going to deny requests to modify visitation. And regarding the Suburban, you're probably better off. I imagine you're upside down with the Suburban. There's a negative equity there. Probably better off going out and buying a new car than trying to trade in a vehicle that has no value.
Your Honor, that's what I'm trying to do. I just
Well,
want to make sure I'm not going to be held liable for
he
that
just
payment
said-
also.
You want the Suburban?
That's what I said.
He's going to take the
Or
Suburban.
that he's going to tell you now he has 2 car payments,
Well,
so he cannot pay me.
He's on the record now. He
Okay.
wants the Suburban. He's going to take the Suburban. He's going to have to find a way to pay for it, turn in the other car, take the
Right.
kids out of private school. You guys have enough income that you can make this work. Nobody's going to the poorhouse yet. And he says he'll take the Suburban. So give him the Suburban. It won't be held against you. And whoever winds up with the vehicle winds up with the encumbrance.
Yeah.
Judge, as to the Suburban, she is behind on her payments.
Well,
Planning on trading it in.
you know, the
Paid off.
bottom line is, if he wants it, he can have it, and we'll relieve her of the liability that goes along with it. All right? Thank you. Good luck.
Judge, one follow-up. If
Yeah?
we could,
Are you sure?
yes.
Okay.
As my client does have the kids for almost half the week, he has them Friday night through Monday morning. It's almost 4 days. We're wondering if we could get some sort of offset on the alimony or child support because he does have the kids for at least.
From Friday night to Monday morning?
Yep.
You and I must count a little bit differently.
Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Friday.
3 days. Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, Monday night. 3 days.
So 2 days and a half, basically. From Friday night to Saturday night to Sunday night to Monday morning.
That's right, I miscounted.
You know, at this point in time, like I say, I'm not going to modify it. File an updated financial disclosure form. You know, it appears to me that I don't think anybody's hurting yet, and she's maintaining her rent, and she's maintaining the private school, so she's obviously has sufficient to provide the necessities, and if she's able to get out of the Suburban payment and obtain a vehicle that's cheaper, then there's going to be grounds both ways to potentially modify. But we need to get disclosure forms filled out so that I can look at the income and the expenses and see what the need is and what the ability is. All right. I'm going to ask you just prepare an order from today. The request to modify the financial issues is denied. The request to modify visitation issues is denied. And we'll see everybody back in March.
Your Honor, regarding the outsourced evaluation, that cost is $3,000 and half of it has to be paid up front. I don't have it. I don't even have an attorney or
Well,
attorney's.
at the time, did I order both of you to pay that 50/50?
Yes, and I can't afford it. I can't do it. I cannot participate in it. I
They're
don't have
charging both of you $3,000 up
No,
front?
no,
15.
15.
All right.
I don't even have an
Look,
attorney or legal fees.
I know that, ma'am. I know that. Sir,
Money. I'm giving it all to her.
the bottom line is pay it, and you know she's responsible for half of that, and it'll come off the back end. You've got a business that's going to be valued, or it'll be taken into consideration at the time of trial and division of property.
Still give her the 6,700 plus pay the 3,000.
Can. Yep. All right. Thank you.
Your Honor, if I can just ask, what about, like, I'm sorry, we have extensive medical bills that are due
File
for
the
kids.
file the appropriate motion. We'll impose a 30-30 rule. Each party should pay out of pockets 50/50. All right. Good luck to you.
That doesn't include her medical expenses, does it?
No.